Good morning, Zionsville Middle School. This is Beth Kephart, and I am the very lucky writer whose book, Undercover, you've been reading lately. I was so moved by your work, your words, your ideas, and I wanted to thank you in person, or as close to person as I can get. I'm sitting here in my office outside of Philadelphia. It's a sort of gray day. Yesterday I finished my semester with my students at the University of Pennsylvania. It's always so emotional. It's always so emotional to teach students you love, and clearly Rachel is doing that, and clearly Rachel is being loved back by all of you. For those of you who don't know, Rachel Bing is a senior who found Undercover in a library and decided to read 2 chapters a day out loud to these 6th graders. And she's given them a number of very interesting projects. The first was to write to the author. So I got to be very lucky and read these letters. And there are questions in your letters. Seem to revolve around 2 things. One is Undercover in any way autobiographical? Yes, it is. I was shy, shall I say, high school student who wrote poetry on the side, who helped the popular boys find their way to the beautiful girls. I had a great teacher. I did ice skate. I taught myself to skate on a pond, and then I competed in the kinds of competitions that are featured at the end of the book. I'm a consultant, so I know what Alyssa's father goes through. I had that stash of nature box. I buried a bird. My mother was a seamstress. I had that ice skating costume that I actually describe in the book. So there's a lot of me in there, but it's fiction. It's definitely fiction. You wanted to know whether or not the book would ever be made into a movie. Oh, believe me, I wish it would. It had been sold, the rights had been sold, but unfortunately a writer's strike got in the way and that project fizzled. Most important to me, though, is to tell you that writers don't really know most of the time who is reading them, and to hear from all of you in such thorough, thoughtful, funny, fabulous ways. You had me crying and you had me laughing. I mean, it was terrific and never to be forgotten. And I want to say to this cadet teacher, Rachel Bing, the world waits for you with open arms, Rachel. Love is not something that is taught. And I think that some of the most creative projects and some of the greatest energy in a classroom comes from pulling down the walls and allowing yourself to love those that you're sharing your view of the world with, or your discovery of the world with. So go forth, be that English teacher, share what you love, and it's going to make a difference for the rest of your lives and to so many, almost uncountable lives. So thank you, all of you. I feel so welcome in Zionsville. And I have written other books, for those of you who wondered that. I've written, well, my 13th and 14th will come out in the next year. And I'm at work on a couple more. So I keep thinking, and I keep trying to use those words. But Alyssa was very special to me, and you've made her even more special.